Hey, mathematicians. So I am here with Miss Caswell once again, and we are about to blow your minds. We are going to tell you that you can multiply a number and end up with a smaller number. So your product is going to be smaller than your original number.
Correct.
Correct. So here's one way that we talked about it. Your standard multiplication problem that you've probably seen since third grade. 4 times 2, you have 4 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's 2 in each group, so that ends up with 2, 4, 6, and 8. Okay, so if we looked at this one, Miss Caswell, how many groups should we have?
Four.
4. We still have the 4 groups. And also, mathematicians, just so you guys feel confident, Miss Caswell's here with us because I made a mistake in the last video, so we're just making sure she's more of my editor this time. We're going to make sure that we get this right. And then, so Miss Caswell, how many should go into each group?
A half.
A half, yeah. This is not where I made my mistake if you're starting to worry about me here. All right, so 1/2. And then how I looked at it, these halves make 1 whole.
Yep, I agree.
And these halves make a whole, and I'll end up with 2 wholes.
Correct.
Which is less than what I started with. Okay, so here is our next step. Let's actually get a new piece of paper. So we were doing 4 times 1/2, and I'm going to let Miss Caswell take over here to explain why we'll end up with the same answer.
Okay, so when you're multiplying whole number times a fraction, you can turn your whole number into a fraction by putting it over 1. That's because 4 can also be written like this because we have 1 over 1 as a whole. So here we have 4 wholes. Erase that. Tap in the middle.
I think so. But
Now where's my pen again? It's been a while. Okay, so now, as you all know, you can multiply your numerators together and then multiply your denominators together. So here we're going to get 4 times 1 is 4. 1 times 2 is 2. So you have 4 halves, and you're going to simplify this by doing your numerator divided by the denominator. So 4 divided by 2 equals 2. And you can still see that same thing on here. We have 1/2, 2 halves, 3 halves, 4 halves over here as well, which, as you saw, Mr. Stevens saw it as 2. So just another way to see it.
So I know Danson and a few other people asked me where I made my mistake. I used the word reduced when I said we're going to reduce 4 over 2, and that's not correct because
4 halves is equal to 2, so you didn't really reduce anything. We say simplest form. Now I know, Mr. Stevens, when you and I were in school, our teachers always used the word reduce the fraction, but that's no longer how we say it. We say simplest form. So
that's a good way of putting it too.
So 4 halves is equal to 2. 2 is just the simplest way to put 4 halves.
Okay, and here's a chance to earn a bonus point for me. If you could come and tell me why would it be bad for a banker to reduce all of your savings? Oh, I used the word reduced again. I'm not going to use reduced at all. I'm not going to use reduced anymore. If a banker offers to multiply your savings by 1/2, would you do it? Okay, so I know I got a little silly there. So 4 points on the leaderboard. If you come and tell me, would you let a banker multiply your savings by 1/2, would you do it? Okay, thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time.